Welcome to parents and guardians of the incoming ninth grade students, the class of 2025. I am Tanya Willman, the principal at the Ames campus of Massapequa High School, and together with Mrs. Danielle Kennedy, the executive assistant to the principal, our district curriculum associates, directors, and chairs, we have prepared this virtual parent orientation to assist you in understanding the expectations, paths, and course offerings as your child prepares to make the transition to high school. Please note the following Ames building contact information is available should you need assistance or have additional questions following the presentation. With regard to the Ames campus, we are a ninth grade freshman center. Our faculty and staff are most dedicated to our students and cultivating a positive learning environment. We anticipate approximately 500 students for the 2021-2022 school year. In terms of our physical space, we have 2 modern gyms and a cafeteria. We work with students to support success through greater independence, social emotional learning, positive self-development, and active involvement in school life. Over the coming weeks, counselors at Berner Middle School will be having conversations with your child about the transition to high school, and a student-only orientation and walkthrough of the building is anticipated for August. Over the next hour, you will hear from curriculum supervisors in every academic area. The presentation is posted on the school building website. And please do not hesitate to reach out with any questions or concerns. We look forward to meeting, working with, and supporting your child in the upcoming school year.
Hello, my name is Paul Weber, Executive Assistant for Guidance here in Massapequa Public Schools. Welcome to the Ames Campus Orientation Program. I wanted to share a little information with you about guidance resources at Ames, as well as some high school diploma requirements and some of the coursework and opportunities you have at the Ames campus. First, let me introduce you to our guidance department. You have 3 school counselors at the Ames campus. That's Sarah Levine, Courtney Malora, and Kate Balchuk, who will be working with students based on the alphabet. It's an alpha breakdown caseload for each counselor. Also in the PPS suite, the Pupil Personnel Services suite, you have our social worker, Kim Hession, and our school psychologist, Dr. Vinnie Panisi. All of these individuals working in collaboration on a daily basis, all in the same suite, all in the same office. So with Ames campus and the high school experience comes expanded opportunities, certainly academically, in the special areas and elective options. You may have noticed in the course selection letter and sheet that went home regarding next school year, there's a lot more elective options for students to take. Each year of high school that goes along, you'll have more and more expanded elective options and opportunities. But the advantage to a large school district is having all of those different various diverse coursework electives that you could take advantage of. As far as blending of main campus and Ames, what I like to refer to it as a big school that plays small. A lot of students and parents in 11th and 12th grade, when they're talking about colleges, many like to look at schools that are fairly big schools, maybe have a very big school spirit, big school sports program, but also where you're not a number, where they also play small. I mean, they're a big school that offers a lot of opportunities, a lot of majors, a lot of different coursework and extracurricular opportunities, but you're not a number there. You're a student, you're an individual. And we like to think of that here as what happens here at Massapequa as well, a big school that plays small. So you'll notice as you go along in the grade levels in high school, the elective options that you have are really second to none when you compare it to high schools locally or in the region. There are over 30 college level courses at the main campus of Massapequa High School. There's over 25 AP level courses that includes Ames courses as well. And there are not too many high schools and districts that can make that claim. So blending of the main campus and Ames campus, certainly having that one grade level that is dedicated just to the ninth grade allows us to really focus on those individuals, build that foundation for the high school experience while still offering the plethora of opportunities that comes with being a big school district. In addition to the expanded academic opportunities for students, also comes expanded extracurricular involvement and opportunities for students at the high school level. So at the Ames campus, you have programs and clubs like Chiefs Challenge and a newspaper students can get involved in. And students at Ames could also get involved with programs over at the main campus of Massapequa High School as well. There's a shuttle bus that runs directly from Ames to the main campus right after school every day. School ends a few minutes earlier at Ames, so by the time the students get to the high school, at the main campus of the high school, school's only been out here for a few minutes. So they really can take advantage of anything that's here at the main campus as well. In addition to clubs and activities at both buildings, at Ames, there's a real focus on character education programs as well, some of which we've had to put a hold on this year for obvious reasons, like Challenge Day, which has really been an impactful program with our students and staff, and hopefully programs like that can return next school year. In addition, we use a program called Naviance. Most students in Massapequa were given access to Naviance in the sixth grade as part of the MS 101 course, in which they completed different tasks and assessments on there related to their personal interests, their career goals, their study skills and habits. At the Ames campus, the counselors push into classrooms and do lessons on college and career planning through Naviance, an assessment called Do What You Are, which is a career interest inventory, which provides a lot of insight to students about their potential career interests and strengths. So Naviance access will be increased to all students in the ninth grade, and that's a program you'll be using increasingly as you go throughout high school. I'm going to touch briefly on New York State high school diploma requirements. Now, it's my job and every counselor's job to give each student the most opportunities possible to not only meet the graduation requirements of 22 credits, but to help students challenge themselves, meet with success, and tailor a program that meets both their needs and their wants. So I'm going to briefly cover the graduation requirements, but again, this shouldn't necessarily be on your list of things that you are required to do, but it's the counselor's job to make sure that students are meeting graduation requirements as they go. I know firsthand that if you're not meeting graduation requirements, you're going to hear it from the counselor many, many times across each grade level up through senior year. So again, it's good to be knowledgeable of these requirements, but your counselor's job is to make sure you're meeting these requirements as you go along throughout high school. So on here, you'll see diploma requirements. We have English, 4 credits. All students will take an English course in grade 9, 10, 11, and 12. There are different English courses that you can choose from. And Ms. Tina Farrell, the Curriculum Associate for English, will be discussing some of the options there. Social Studies, 4 credits are required as well. That's all 4 years of high school, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 years of a global history, grade 9 and 10. 11th grade is American history, and 12th grade is economics and government. Again, several different levels of coursework, college, AP level, and so forth. And Dr. Trapani will be talking about those options. In science, you need 3 credits to graduate. Traditionally, that is earth science, biology, and chemistry. Many of our students go well beyond the 3 credits. Some of you have already taken earth science in the 8th grade, which makes you eligible to get 5 or more credits by senior year. But again, 3 credits is the minimum requirement. Most of our students go on and complete more than 3 credits past the chemistry level. Math, same thing, 3 credits are required to graduate. Some of you have already taken math at the 8th grade level, Algebra 1. Again, you can have over 5 credits in math when you graduate. Some students will by taking all 5 years, including 8th grade of math, plus additional electives. 3 credits is the minimum. Most of our students will complete more than 3 credits in mathematics. Art and music, there is one fine arts requirement in New York State, and that could be fulfilled through our music program or arts program or technology. There's a course called Design and Drawing for Production, which is an architectural drawing related course that fulfills the fine arts requirement. So again, you need 1 credit in that. Again, a minimum. Many of our students complete far more than 1 credit in the fine and performing arts. Health education, half credit is required of all students at the high school level in New York State. Most of our students complete this at the Ames campus. You can complete it up through 12th grade, but most completed at the Ames campus. Those who have not completed in 9th grade normally complete it by 10th grade, and there's a few who will complete it after that. Again, the focus really here is on 9th grade. Physical education, 2 credits. It's a half credit each year. All 4 years are in school. You cannot double up on these in advance and take, let's say, 2 in 9th grade. This way you don't have to take it in 10th or so on. You need to be in physical education every year, and that's a half credit each year. With regards to world languages, you'll see on here that only 1 credit is required to graduate from high school. That is true. And most of our students complete this 1 credit at the 8th grade level, the level 1 of their world language of choice. But most of our students go way beyond level 1. They'll continue through level 3 in 10th grade. Then after the checkpoint B exam, we'll also continue on to level 4 or even college and AP level in senior year. In addition, here you see electives at 3.5 credits. That is just making up the difference to 22 from the minimum credits here. Most of our students graduate with far more than 22 credits. Again, this is a minimum. So those elective credits can be filled with the many different electives that we offer here at the Ames campus and Massapequa High School main campus. More than half of our students go on to receive what's called a Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation. And really the only difference here is a few Regents examinations and a few core course credits. So the real difference would be in science. Instead of 1 Regents exam in science being required for New York State Regents Diploma, you would need 2 Regents exams passed to receive that. So for example, instead of just an earth science exam passed with a 65 or better, you would need both earth science and biology, or biology and chemistry. Many of our students complete more than 1 Regents exam in science with a passing score. In math, the difference would be instead of 1 Regents exam with a passing score, you need 3 Regents exams with a passing score for the Advanced Designation Diploma. So algebra, geometry, and algebra 2 Regents exams would all need to be passing scores. Those are the differences in the Regents exam requirements for the Advanced Designation Diploma as opposed to the Regents. As far as the coursework goes, that 1 credit in world language would need to be 3 credits in world language. So that's up through level 3 and the checkpoint B exam at the end of 10th grade. I want to briefly discuss a typical 9th grade schedule in no particular order. So I know they're numbered 1 through 9 here, but the periods in which you have certain classes really has nothing to do with this page here. This is just a typical schedule of what you would be taking in 9th grade. So obviously, as I said before, English and Social Studies, you're taking all 4 years. It would be your English 9 course and your Social Studies 9 course, whatever level course that might be. And the curriculum associates for those departments will speak more to that. You'll either be in Earth Science or Living Environment. If you're an accelerated science student currently in Earth Science at Berner, you'll be moving on to Living Environment. If you're in Science 8R, you'll be taking Earth Science. Science lab, so you'll have an alternating lab that will typically alternate with physical education or one of your other electives, whatever fits best in your schedule. But you'll have an alternating day lab with your science course. Obviously, physical education, alternating day, your world language, algebra or geometry. If you're currently enrolled in algebra at Berner, you'll be going on to geometry. If you're in Math 8R, you'll be going on to algebra. Obviously, a lunch period, your fine art elective, whether that is music, art, or a design and drawing for production course. And like I said before, most students will take their half credit of health at the Ames campus, and you'll have a half credit elective that goes with that. If you're electing not to take health, you could do another full credit elective. And please keep in mind, if you have a recommended support class that you choose to take, that might take away from an elective or two at the 9th grade campus. But your teacher, your counselor, the department for that recommended support class will be in touch with you during the scheduling process. Just a quick look at the elective options available at Ames. This was also put in the email that went home before vacation, the scheduling letter email, for reference there as well. And you can also go to the digital course content catalog, which is available through the Ames High School Power School Learning page, as well as the Berner Power School Learning page for guidance as well. As you can see, a lot of opportunities academically at the Ames campus to get involved in coursework that really meets students' personal interests and kind of expands their horizons academically beyond traditional coursework. Just a few more thoughts to finish out my segment. I'm definitely guilty of mentioning college and college admissions too often to middle school parents and students in the past. And while I still want you to set your goals and your aims at college and what you want to do after high school, I think it's equally as important to take stock of what you have now, what is around you now, what resources are available to you, and what you could do at the Ames campus to prepare for that. Okay, it's great to keep your eyes on the prize, so to speak, but it's equally as important to pay attention to what's available to you now and how you take advantage of those tools and resources to build that success. In the next few weeks, you'll be hearing from myself, from the guidance department, and from administration at the school regarding the scheduling process. Counselors will be pushing into social studies classes within the next few weeks to give a similar presentation to your children regarding the elective options, the scheduling process, what major courses they're going to be taking, the diploma requirements, and a few other topics. You'll all have access to what your students selected on the parent portal, probably in March and April. And if you have any issues, questions, concerns with what you see on there, absolutely do not hesitate to contact the guidance office at Berner regarding those selections. Teachers will be making recommendations regarding the major courses for next year. That input will go into the scheduling process as well. And again, you'll be able to see those recommendations for courses next year when the parent portal opens, you to have access to course requests. As always, any questions, concerns, issues, please do not hesitate to contact the guidance department. At this point, obviously, you'd be contacting your counselor and the guidance department at Berner Middle School. And as we move forward into the summer and next year, you will have a new counselor assigned to you when you reach the Ames campus. Thank you very much, and we look forward to welcoming you to the Ames campus of Massapequa High School.
Welcome to the English portion of the presentation. My name is Tina Farrell, and I'm the Curriculum Associate for ELA and Library. I'll be reviewing the English opportunities students have when they begin their first year of high school at the Ames campus. This first slide lists the course offerings, in addition to a flowchart. As a 9th grader, your child can enroll in English Regents or English Pre-AP. Students continue to engage in literature and read novels such as The Odyssey and Romeo and Juliet. Students also continue reading nonfiction and develop their writing skills in essay writing, specifically the task analysis essay, which prepares them to be successful when they take the English Regents in 11th grade. As you can see in the flowchart, there are multiple pathways your child can choose from to meet the graduation requirement in the area of English. If students choose to take a Regents class next year at Ames, they can still challenge themselves the following year in 10th grade with a pre-AP class. Also on the list is a new English elective we are really excited about called Behind the Mic, which I'll discuss in more detail shortly. Literacy workshop and reading support are support classes that continue at the Ames campus. If your child is currently enrolled in one of these support classes, their English teacher or reading teacher may feel he or she would benefit from this ongoing support. Therefore, a recommendation will be made for your child to have the support class added to their schedule next school year. You may be wondering if Pre-AP is the right English course for your child. Listed here are a few questions that may help when making this decision. Is your child an avid reader? Does he or she just pick up books naturally? Does your child engage in revisions to his or her own writing? Are they motivated? Would they be up for the challenge of a Pre-AP course? If your child has indicated a strong interest in a specific university, perhaps challenging themselves with a Pre-AP course may be the right choice for your child next school year. Based on your child's performance in their 8th grade English class, your child's English teacher will recommend him or her for either Regents or Pre-AP. However, I do encourage you to have a conversation with your child and your child's English teacher if you're trying to decide whether Pre-AP is the right fit for your child. Now I'd like to take a minute to talk about our new English elective called Behind the Mic. We all know how challenging it can be to present in front of others. Social media, specifically texting, helps us to hide behind our words. This elective course provides students the opportunity to build confidence in their communication skills. Students explore innovative ways they can present their ideas through podcasts, TED Talks, Weave videos, Ignite presentations, snapshot speeches, and more. By watching and analyzing famous speakers, students learn and practice effective public speaking skills and methods for engaging audiences, such as humor and storytelling. Students investigate topics they feel passionately about to develop new ideas or take a stand on a compelling issue. They design creative presentations using technology to showcase their ideas to inspire, inform, and persuade audiences. Students work individually and in teams to gain confidence and knowledge on how to best present ideas and speak effectively in front of an audience. This every other day English elective is a great way for your child to prepare for taking AP seminar course and college public speaking, both offered in 10th grade at the main campus. We highly encourage students to try out this new elective to gain these critical life skills. This concludes the English portion of the presentation. If you have any questions or would like to discuss any of our courses, please feel free to reach out to me. My number is 308-5970, and my email is tfarrell@msd.k12.ny.us. Thank you.
Hi, this is Dr. Brian Trapani, the Curriculum Associate for Social Studies, here to tell you about the opportunities your children have to receive core credit in 9th grade for Social Studies. If after the presentation you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at 516-308-5971, or you can email me at the address. It should be btrapani, Trapani, at msd.k12.ny.us. Your children have 3 different opportunities to receive 9th grade core credit for Social Studies. The first opportunity is Social Studies 9, which is the Global History 1 class. This is the on-grade level class, and it discusses the origins of human history all through the discovery era. So it covers a few thousand years, and it gives the students an opportunity to learn the skills they need to ultimately succeed when they move on to 10th grade and take the Regents exam. 10th grade follows the same the Pre-AP World History class follows the same timeline. The timeline would be from early humans, the Paleolithic era, through that age of discovery. But students would also learn the skills needed to succeed on the AP World History Modern exam, as well as they would have an opportunity to take AP World History in 10th grade for AP credit. In 9th grade, students also have an opportunity to actually take an AP course. The name of that course, it should say their AP Human Geography. And as it says, it's a study of geography, cultural development, population growth. Students really take a look at how humans migrate, how their culture and their politics originate and grow, and basically how over time agricultural development occurs, and then ultimately cities and industry. It's an exciting course, and it's a great opportunity for students to receive AP credit through ninth grade, and that course is AP Human Geography. Now, to determine whether or not each of these courses is right for your child, these are some guidelines to follow. For Social Studies 9, Global History 1, this is really for any student just looking to receive ninth grade core credit for social studies. If you are someone who's considering having your child take pre-AP World History, really as a guideline, you should be doing very well in 8th grade social studies, scoring about a 90 or higher, strong work ethic, willing to participate in discussions in class, and then also willing to complete the summer assignment that you would need to do in the summer of 2021. Students looking to take AP Human Geography should be students that are really excelling across the board, excelling in 8th grade social studies, science, and English, really have a strong work ethic, and are willing to take an AP exam in May. So for you students and for your parents to consider, that exam would be May of 2022 from the 21-22 school year, and also to be willing to complete a summer assignment. There's a link there to a YouTube video that tells us a little bit more about the AP Human Geography course. If you're someone who's interested in taking a look at that, feel free to do so. But again, it's really a great way for students to explore how humans originated, migrate, develop their culture and their politics, and really grow over time. And I think it's a wonderful course for any student who's really meets that criteria to take in ninth grade. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. My number again is 516-308-5971 or btrapani@msd.k12.ny.us. Okay, thanks.
Hello, I'm Bill Anderson, the Curriculum Associate for World Languages and English as a New Language in the Massapequa School District. 99% of your children will be completing the middle school sequence of World Language this June and will receive the first high school credit for World Language. If the State Education Department administers exams this year, your child will take the Checkpoint A World Language exam on Monday, June 21st at 8 a.m. If the state cancels June exams, your child will earn the 1 credit by simply passing 8th grade World Language class this year. Most students will continue on in 9th grade with their first world language, French, German, Mandarin Chinese, or Spanish. We encourage your child to continue on through 10th grade in the same language in order to complete one of the requirements for the Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation. Additionally, most colleges and universities reviewing applications are looking for students who studied 3 to 4 years of a world language class in high school. We offer college-affiliated world language courses with the option of earning college credit to all seniors. Those courses are affiliated with St. John's University, which transfer to most four-year institutions. The tuition is deeply discounted at about 90% off of the regular tuition rates. At Ames, students have the option of choosing to study a second world language, American Sign Language 1, Mandarin 1, or Spanish 1. The requirement is to receive the 1 credit in 8th grade world language and to continue studying that first world language. We also offer American Sign Language 1 and German 1 at the main campus of Massapequa High School. If you have any questions about our programs, please reach out to me via email. We wish you all a safe and healthy new year.
Hi, I'm Lisa Caputo, and I'm the Science Curriculum Associate for Massapequa. In Massapequa, our Regents Science course sequence begins with Earth Science for students in grade 8 if they are accelerated, or grade 9. Students progress from Earth Science to Regents Biology in grades 9 or 10, and the majority of our students move on to chemistry at the main campus. And we have 3 different levels of chemistry for our students. We have Regents Chemistry, Applied Chemistry, and AP Chemistry. Students that complete chemistry often move to physics, and once again, we have different levels for our students. We have Regents Physics, Applied Physics, and we have AP Physics. New York State has specific science requirements. All of our Regents courses culminate in a New York State Regents exam in June. New York State requires that our students complete 1,200 minutes of laboratory activities with written lab reports. And the majority of our students have no problem completing this requirement since our teachers assist them to complete this requirement in class for most of our labs. Our earth science students must complete a laboratory performance assessment as part of their exam, and this is scheduled during the student's school day. We also have several ways of helping our science students meet their goals. We have earth science support classes, which meet on alternating days, and the 8th grade teachers will recommend students for their support classes based upon their test averages in their classes. We also have a Science Learning Center, which meets during lunch periods. And this is where students can choose to go to the Science Learning Center for help with whatever they may need. If they're having a test or a quiz, they can show up and ask questions to the teacher in the Learning Center. We also have several science electives at the Ames campus. The first elective is meteorology. The students in meteorology learn how to forecast and predict the weather. They have the ability to change and work with the seasons, and the curriculum can be varied. This is a very high interest course, and this is open to our accelerated students. Students must have taken a prior earth science class in order to understand the concepts in meteorology. Science research and laboratory skills are half-credit classes, and they meet for one period on alternating days. Students can take either science research or laboratory skills. If our students are in 8th grade Introduction to Research now, they can move directly into Science Research 1 and Laboratory Skills for Research. They may take one or the other or both. Any students that are not currently in Introduction to Research and are interested in going into that class are able to complete an application in the 8th grade that is due on January 22nd, prior to moving into and being scheduled for that class. And there's a link to the application on this page. Please give me a call at my office, 308-5973, if you have any questions about the science courses and or requirements. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Tony Ann Summers. I am the Math Curriculum Associate for the district. I'm going to be talking to you today briefly about the math sequence at MHS, as well as some of the computer science electives students can choose from at Ames. In math, the first 2 years of the sequence is the same for all students. Algebra 1 followed by geometry. Some students are accelerated and start Algebra 1 at Ames, at Burnett. Others start at Ames. Either way, all students have a path to calculus. Once students take geometry, there are many different options, and both their math teacher and their guidance counselor will help them pick which option is best for them, both on readiness and what they plan on studying when they get to college. At MHS, we want to do our best to help all students meet their goals. In Algebra 1, we have a support lab that meets every other day. Students are recommended based on their test average by their math teacher. If your son or daughter is recommended for this course, I highly suggest that they take it. Algebra 1 is the foundation for all math that is to follow. And in college, most colleges expect students to take 1 or 2 math courses. So if they could get this strong foundation in algebra, it's only going to help them in the future. For accelerated students at Ames, we offer both Geometry Accelerated and Geometry. Students are accelerated. So just because the geometry course doesn't have accelerated behind it, it doesn't mean that a student is no longer accelerated. they are accelerated, they could go on to take Algebra 2 accelerated at MHS as well as calculus. We make this recommendation based on students' test average and also trends that we have seen in the past. The main difference between the two courses is that the Geometry Accelerated course spends a lot of time preparing students for the 6-point multi-step novel geometric proof question on the June Regents. Geometry, while it's spending time preparing students to solve proofs, there's not as much focus on novel proof. The difference, both courses are preparing students to meet mastery on the June Regents and even score in the 90s. The difference is that in geometry, less focus is on multi-step novel proofs. At Ames, we have a learning center. It meets during lunch periods. Students can bring their lunch or go right after they eat lunch. It's staffed by a very experienced and certified math teacher, and students can ask questions, get help with their homework, or prepare for tests. At Ames, we have two programming electives. One is our new course, Intro to Computer Science, Computer Programming Language, and the other is an AP course, Principles of Computer Science. I included a link to the presentation your son and daughter will be seeing in their math class. I highly recommend that any student that plans on a career in STEM should take a programming course at some time while they're at MHS. Our Computer Programming 1, Intro to Computer Programming Languages, is new. It was developed to help students make that bridge from bridge into Java or AP Computer Science principles. And it is a one-semester course offered every other day at Ames, and it's going to expose students to all different programming languages. And students will learn about what's common to all languages so that when they take or learn a different language, they see the similarities, and these trends will help them, we believe, find success. AP Computer Science Principles is a course that was developed a few years ago by the College Board with support of the National Science Foundation. And it's a course designed not just for students that plan on studying computer science in college, but also for students that plan on studying many different fields to help them see how computer science is integrated into all careers. I've included a link to the AP Computer Science Principles site, and it's a quick overview of the course. I bid you good night.
Hi, I am Patricia Levecki, the Supervisor for Career and Technology Education for Massapequa School District. At Massapequa High School, Ames campus, your child has the opportunity to take one of 3 electives offered through CTE. Career and technology electives will provide your child with an opportunity to build a resume and college portfolio, prepare for jobs and internships, learn how to use technology and digital devices properly, be career and college ready, and acquire real-world skills. Our first elective, Design and Drawing for Production, is a wonderful pre-engineering course. If your child is naturally curious, enjoys hands-on work, a logical thinker, detail-oriented, creative, innovative, a problem solver, a team player, and enjoys technology, this course is for them. Design and Drawing for Production is a full-year course and meets the Fine Arts graduation requirement. This course is a great introduction to computer-aided design, principles of engineering, engineering methods, and architectural drawing, which are engineering CTE courses offered at the main campus. Be sure to click the link and watch our video. Career and Financial Management is another elective offered at the Ames campus. In my opinion, Career and Financial Management is a course that all high school students need to take. This course will teach your child to be financially responsible and take control of their future by creating a budget, understanding how to save, invest, and pay taxes, maintain a checking account, learn about credit, purchasing cars, homes, and insurance, and understand school loans and financial aid. Finally, your child will explore career options and develop a plan on how to get there. Most students who do not take this class in high school will have to take a non-credit adulting class in college, teaching them financial skills because many students go to college and make poor financial decisions. Please click on the Adulting and Life Skills link to learn more about these college courses. In the past, parents have come back to say they wish they had this course when they were in high school. Click on our video and see what career and financial management offers your child. The last course we offer is Computer Magic. In this project-based course, the computers are the tools and the students make the magic. The magic in this course focuses on media, applications, gaming, innovation, and coding. Students will learn how to develop websites, apps, and video games used on computers and smartphones. Additional skills taught are digital photography, graphic design, and video communication, just to name a few. Your child will collaborate and be creative. They will be introduced to career options such as engineering and entrepreneurship. Don't forget to watch the video by clicking on the link. Career and technology education prepares students for jobs that don't yet exist, solves problems that we don't know are problems yet, and teaches students to be innovative with technology. If you have any questions about the CTE program, please contact me via email or phone. I wish you all a very healthy and happy New Year.
Hello, my name is Mona Tobin and I am the Interim Special Education Supervisor. Students who require special education services will receive their services based on their individual educational plan developed at the annual Committee on Special Education meeting. The next few slides will describe the services available at the Massapequa High School Ames campus. If you have any questions or need additional information, please do not hesitate to contact me. The continuum of special education services identifies different service delivery models to provide specially designed instruction to eligible students. These include related services, consultant teacher services, resource room, integrated co-teaching, special class, and special class life skills, our Community Career Connections program. Students in resource room are students who are in general education classes. They meet one period a day with a special education teacher in a group that can be no larger than 5 students. The focus of resource room is to provide students with additional support by pre-teaching, reteaching, providing study skill strategies, and working on individual specific IEP goals. Integrated co-teaching, known as ICT, is taught by 2 teachers. One is a general education content specialist, and the other is a special education teacher. Subjects for ICT include Global 9, English 9, Algebra 1, and Earth Science. Algebra 1 and Earth Science ends in Regents exams. Also, students are provided a support class every other day. Support class will provide students with additional instructional and curriculum support and strategies. Special class. Special class is taught by a special education teacher with additional support provided by a teacher assistant. Maximum number of students in the class is 12. Special class is offered in Global 9, English 9, Algebra 1, Life Science, Living Environment. Algebra 1 can be either a 1-year or a 2-year course. All students will take a Regents at the end of 9th grade. If the student passes the Regents and the course, he or she will move on to geometry, which is a 1-year course. If student does not pass the Regents but does pass the course, student will have the opportunity to take the Regents again. If the student doesn't pass the Regents, the student will have an opportunity to continue algebra for a 2nd year. Life Science or Living Environment is a 2-year course with the Regents given at the end of 10th grade. Students are also provided every other day with a support class which will provide additional instructional and curriculum support and strategies. Special Class 1212, which is our Career Community Connections program, is taught by a special education teacher with additional support provided by 2 teacher assistants. The maximum number of students in the class is 12. Students in this class will be assessed using the New York State alternate assessment. Functional academics in English, math, science, and social studies are provided. Various electives are offered, and these may include music, art, technology, health, and American Sign Language, ASL. Students participate in career and community opportunities. The PACE Lab, Practical Assessment Exploration System, is a career training program provided to our students. It is a hands-on, comprehensive work development curriculum which provides the foundational basics for school-to-work transitional plans. Students also have the opportunity to be part of the school store, and we take our students on community experiences out of school.
Hi, my name is Vincent Green, Director of Fine and Performing Arts for the Massapequa School District, and it's my pleasure to be able to share with you the music and art offerings available to students at Massapequa High School's Ames campus. Studio and Art is the core course in our visual arts curriculum. Whether you're a student who's going to take one visual arts class to meet the state requirement, or you're someone beginning a career through high school studying the visual arts, whether it's in drawing with traditional tools, 2D design using digital tools, or 3D design in sculpture and ceramics, Studio Art is the place where you're going to get started. You're going to work with a variety of traditional and digital tools, building on everything that you've learned in elementary and middle school, and working your way through, hopefully, once you continue on to the main campus, additional courses in the visual arts, and eventually culminating in an advanced placement course in art and design. But no matter what your eventual goals are in the visual arts, if you're going to take a course in the visual arts to meet the state requirement, this is the one that you're going to take, Studio and Art. If you're already meeting your arts requirement in another course and you're interested in a half-year elective in the visual arts, creative crafts may be a good course for you. Students work generally in 3D, it's more hands-on, and they're creating objects, crafts essentially, using ceramics, sculpture, fiber arts, printmaking, a variety of tools that may change based upon the students and what's current in the field today. It's a fun course for students who are interested in having an additional elective in the visual arts, but have already met the requirement through another course. Most students participating in a musical ensemble at the middle school wish to continue playing in a similar ensemble at Ames. You can meet your arts requirement by participating in the freshman band, the freshman symphony, or the freshman chorus. The freshman band is an opportunity for students already playing woodwind, brass, and percussion instruments. They can continue their study in the freshman band at Ames and hopefully continue playing on through high school to participate in the band on the main campus. Students currently playing violin, viola, cello, or bass at Berner may wish to continue in the freshman symphony, another way to meet your arts requirement at Ames. You participate, as do students in the band and chorus program, in the weekly lesson program. You participate as part of the ensemble, and you'll play a variety of concerts and performances throughout the year. There'll be a lot of wonderful musical opportunities for string players in the freshman symphony. experienced vocalists from Berner can meet their fine arts requirement by continuing on into the freshman choir at Ames. Students in the freshman choir will participate in large ensemble rehearsals and performances, as well as the rotating lesson program. They have the opportunity to participate in NISMA solo festivals. They'll learn music history, theory, vocal production, and music reading skills. Students who participate in the freshman choir may go on to the main campus choral program and participate in one of our many vocal ensembles there. Once the world gets back to normal and we can begin our travel plans again, we look forward to having our band, orchestra, and chorus participate in the Music in the Parks Festival. This day-long festival allows our groups the opportunity to perform for adjudicators who give them feedback to help them improve their performance. They get to spend the day then in a theme park and participate in an end-of-the-day award show. It's an educational and fun experience for everyone who participates in the band, orchestra, and chorus programs. Music theory is often referred to as the mathematics of music. Students choosing to take music theory should already be experienced musicians. They're going to enhance their note reading, rhythm identification, and notational skills. They'll be introduced to composition, they'll learn rudimentary score analysis, and advanced musical terminology. Their vocal skills and their ear training skills will be enhanced. They'll use a variety of tools, including digital tools, to help with their composition and analytical skills. Students who wish to meet the fine arts requirement in music, but don't wish to participate in a performing music ensemble, may be interested in Music in Our Lives. Music in Our Lives is a general music curriculum, and it's offered for students to give them a broad background in musical arts. They can perform on instruments and use digital and traditional tools for the study of music, and it's meant for non-performing musicians to meet the requirements for the fine arts credit in music. I hope this presentation has helped to answer some of the questions you may have about fine and performing arts opportunities at the Ames campus. If you have additional questions, you'll see my email and phone number are listed there. Please feel free to reach out to me, speak to your current music or art teacher, or to your guidance counselor to get those questions answered. I look forward to seeing you when you arrive on the Ames campus. Good luck.
Good evening to all our incoming ninth grade students and parents. I am Mr. Voigt, Chairperson of Physical Education, grades 9 through 12 for the Massapequa School District. My goal tonight is to just briefly introduce you to the physical education program. Our program will parallel the Berner experience with the same expectations, goals, visions, and procedures. Your physical educators for next year will be Mr. Lassen, Mr. Trotta, and Mr. Serrano. The physical education program is a required graduation class for all students in the Massapequa School District. It is explained in detail on each teacher's Power School Learning page. If you need the details, you can also go to the Massapequa website, go to Academics, scroll down to the Physical Education tab. As you see, there are many opportunities for lifetime fitness and lifetime wellness activities. This list is not all-inclusive, and we upgrade it each year. Your sons and daughters will also have the opportunity to participate in ninth grade athletics. A list here is shown of the offerings that we hopefully will have this coming September. If there are any questions or the need to contact me, please email me at mvoigt@msd.k12.my.us or my office phone, area code 516-308-5980. Please, if you need to contact me, utilize these two forums. In this unprecedented time, please be well, please be safe, so we can continue your sons and daughters' journeys throughout the next year. Thank you very much.
Good evening, parents. My name is Denise Baldinger. I'm the Health Education Coordinating Chairperson for the district, and I also teach here at Ames. I'm here to talk to you about the requirement for health education. It's a New York State requirement. It's a half a credit, and most students do take that half a credit at the Ames campus. If the class is not passed, or if your child cannot fit that class in their schedule for some reason, we do actually offer it at the main campus. Also at the main campus, we have 3 electives: Go Green, Health Professions, and Interpersonal Relations. So pretty much your child could take health 9 through 12 if they wish, if they're interested in health education or any of the areas of health education that we offer. Like I said, it is required. We strongly encourage that students take it in 9th grade so that they have the skills to utilize all through their high school career. We will strongly recommend that they take it so that they have those decision-making skills. That's the main focus of our curriculum, is decision-making. And by having the training and decision-making skills at the freshman level, they can utilize those decision-making skills throughout their whole high school career. We also focus on not just physical health, eating right, exercising, avoiding drugs, but we strongly focus on mental, emotional, and social health. And we embed that throughout all our lesson planning. I won't read to you the topics because they're up on the screen. But this is basically the progression we follow through the year. We do talk about HIV/AIDS during the first week in December, which is HIV/AIDS Awareness Week. We incorporate, towards the second half of the year, we have nutrition, tobacco, sexuality, and then at the end of the year in June, we do have an in-class final. There is no midterm, and like I said, in June there will be a final exam. That's about it. If you have any questions, you can reach me at that number on the screen, 308-5984. Again, I have an office at the high school. Or you can email me at dbaldinger at the district website. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Hello, I am Danielle Kennedy, and I'm the Executive Assistant Principal at Massapequa High School Ames campus. In September, your child will commence their high school years here at Ames, which is going to be a year filled with many exciting opportunities. This presentation allowed you to see a variety of curriculum courses that are available to your child. While most of these courses are mandated due to New York State graduation requirements, students for the first time in their academic career will be afforded the opportunity to choose multiple electives and advanced placement courses. We would love to see students take advantage of all extracurricular clubs and activities that are based in our building and at the main campus at MHS. In continuation with the district's one-to-one technology initiative with the Chromebooks, students will continue to use a variety of tech tools to enhance and support their classroom instruction. The teachers at Ames will continue to use their Power School learning pages as a place to disseminate and maintain instructional resources. In regards to state assessments, at the end of 9th grade, each student will be expected to take 2 Regents exams. Please note that due to New York State graduation requirements, students are not permitted to opt out of these exams. The individual exam your child will be taking is going to be based on their current math and science placement at Berner. In math, students will be taking a Regents exam in either algebra or geometry, while in science, students will be taking a Regents exam in either earth science or living environment. While September is still a ways ahead, if you have any additional questions or concerns in terms of our program here at Ames, please feel free to contact your child's current guidance counselor at Berner. As well, please feel free to contact Mrs. Woolman or myself. Our doors are always open. Lastly, on behalf of all of the curriculum associates, district coordinators, chairpeople, Mrs. Woolman, and myself, we appreciate you taking the time out to view this video. We hope that you have found this information to be very helpful and informative. We are looking forward to working with you and your child during the upcoming 2021-2022 school year. Until then, be well and stay safe.